Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be featuring the newly updated Octillery, which now has access to lock-on. I didn't think this would be a much improvement for Octillery before it had not lock-on, not lock-on mud shot, which was already a fast energy game move. However, lock-on is just spammier and I believe it does make Octillery so much more fun to use by using Octillery and also Noctowl and Ferrothorn in the lead. I got a 5-0 in this set. It's surprisingly good, even though Octillery is super frail. However, as a closer, it's really strong because now it's just ultra spammy and also it has a really hard hitting move, Gunk Knot, which one-shots so many Pokemons in the meta. In this set, we are going to see. And one thing about surprisingly good about Octillery is based on your luck. Say if you get the debuff effects from Okazuka, it actually beats Chansey, which is a super bulky Pokemon in the Great League. Okay, let's see. Here I decided to spend a shield just in case it's an energy ball, and then I just went for Gunk Knot directly. And the opponent didn't shield, they probably thought I was baiting, however, I just don't like baiting in general. Blizzard, that's resisted. I think if the opponents went for double mud shot, that would be a better play because Octillery is so frail after all, so even if you went for a lower damage move, it probably KOs. The opponent is using a Noctowl as well, but I got Thunder, so that's a surprise for them. Now I switched to Octillery. I believe it can take one Sky attack, or that did a lot of damage. Let's see how this damage it does from a Okazuka, from Octillery. Not so much. At this point, I decided to let my Octillery go. I really didn't want to spend that many shields at the earlier stages of the battle, and also I still have my Noctowl in the back, which is really strong. It's bulky, it has a good moveset now, so I'm going to pray that Noctowl deals with the rest of the team. The opponent is using really spicy Pokemons. And surprisingly, I thought a Shadow Ball should be able to KO, and apparently from that range of health, it's far away from being enough to KO. But lucky enough, I'll go 2 shields, so good. Oh, that's really good. I think at this point the game is pretty much GG's, even though the opponent has Ice Beam, which is super effective against my Flyer. However, Noctowl is just super bulky. I switched to Octillery against the opponent's Marowak, and the opponent switched to a Chansey. And here my thought process was if I can lower Chansey's attack, which is very low to begin with, I could probably win the game. And then I think I used 4 or 5 Okazukas. Let's see, I believe this is the 4th one. It's so smappy. Sorry. See, I used 4 Okazukas and it didn't get a defense lower on the opponent, which is a is that the 5th or the 4th? This is unbelievable. Did I use like 6 Okazukas? And finally, I think if I go the attack debuff earlier in the game, I could have shielded. I could have saved the shield, but it doesn't matter. I took it out. That's good. The opponent switched back to Marowak, which is fine by me. I still have Noctowl, which is pretty much a hard counter to Marowak. The opponent switched to a Leaky Tongue. Now I believe this is a timeout team strategy. Basically, you choose two super bulky Pokemons, and if the game is timed out, and you still have more Pokemons left on the field, or same amount of Pokemon but more HP as per percentage, you still win the game. However, Lickitung against Ferrothor is probably not a very comfortable matchup for Lickitung because both these charged moves are resisted by Ferrothor. At this point, I don't think there is much the opponent can do. Okay, time up. At least it's a time up. I believe this is the. Is this the last battle or the fourth battle of this set? The opponent shielded my Power Whip. I reckon this is a rather comfortable matchup for me because both of my charged moves are resisted. The opponent switched to a Noctowl, which is so common in the Remix Cup now. And apparently they didn't think I have Thunder. That's why I'm using Thunder as my charged move on my Ferrothorn in the Remix Cup, just for the surprise factor. And then, see if the opponent shields my Goggnot. Oh, that's so satisfying. This, okay, at this moment is a little bit problematic for me because the Hypno is such a box of mystery. You never know what move it has. If it's Thunder Punch or Ice Punch, then it deals super effective damage against my Noctowl. But Noctowl is super bulky, and I believe I can take one. Say, okay, I decided to spend another shield. I can, well, I can definitely take one Thunder Punch at this range of health. Yeah, the opponent just create the game. I believe they probably still have like a chance to win just because Hypno is super bulky. It probably takes a Sky attack from my Noctowl. I don't know if it's over now. So another Politoed. Oh, they didn't shield. Didn't know what happened there, but they didn't shield. And the opponent is using a Shadow Beedrill, and they are running Infestation as the fast move which I think is super spicy. The opponent probably thought I was going to use a Power Whip and didn't shield the first one. Okay, say another Excess Scissors, which is resisted. The opponent switched to a Shadow Sharpedo, which is super cool and spicy. I just love Shadow Pokemon. Even though it deals neutral damage to my Noctowl, however, it did a lot of damage just because how strong Sharpedo is. And but yeah, Octillery is also really strong. I got a 5-hour using Octillery with lock on. That's so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.